What's up? This is Coach Taylor. I'm out here at the Bellwood Flea Market in Richmond, Virginia, Chesterfield County. We're looking for some good deals. The NFL is king. Hopefully we can find like a Travis Kelce rookie card or a Patrick Mahomes rookie card. Kansas City Chiefs NFL is back. We're going to be live streaming tonight. We're going to be doing the Dallas Cowboys NFL preseason game. We're out here at the Bellwood Flea Market in Chesterfield, Virginia, and we love it. So come hang out with us, man. The low man on the totem pole out here at the Bellwood Flea Market. Need a power washer? Come on down here to the Bellwood Flea Market. Tigger. If you're a Tigger, don't marry Eeyore. It don't work out. How y'all doing? Good morning. Bellwood Flea Market, Richmond, Virginia. Come on out here. This is the best flea market in the world. We out here having fun. We're hanging out, man. Come see us. Totem Pole Nation. With the low man on the totem pole. DCL. Totem Pole Nation. DCL. Last night there were guys on the live stream saying Totem Pole Nation, DCL is getting more views than you guys. DCL, this is for you, brother. We are so proud of you. You're outdoing Totem Pole, dude. It's awesome. DCL, I was watching last night on Totem Pole Nation when you commented. Did anybody ever respond to you when you commented? Because you know that's the Totem Pole way, dude. When someone comments, we're going to say something. Like, until we're not able to comment because there's so many comments. But, bruh, we're the low man on the totem pole. We ain't forget where we came from. We come from the bottom, and we're still there. So, DCL, we're proud of you, Totem Pole Nation. We're the low man on the totem pole. We're out here at Bellwood Flea Market. If you like yard sales, if you like flea markets, if you like Pokemon, this is where you need to go. You don't know you just popped in. Yeah, I saw you, and then I popped on yours, and I saw you were getting more views than those guys. And I was like, man, I'm proud of DCL. Dude, the most important thing is the chat. If you don't comment back to the chat, like, man, that's not cool, man. Get your Sega Genesis, PlayStation 2, Xbox. Yes. Eddie George, Fork Union Military Academy, Ohio State University, Tennessee Titans in the house. Madden 2001. Bellwood Flea Market. Come get your sunglasses. They look good. They look good. We're out here at the Bellwood Flea Market in Richmond, Virginia, Chesterfield County, Jefferson Davis Highway, Canzenard. Tyrone Johnson. I'm back. Any new Steelers news? Not yet. How you doing today? Good to see you. The only thing I found was that our man Josh Williams said that, dude, the Steelers ain't going to get Brandon Aiyuk. And here's the reason. Brandon Aiyuk and John Lynch have the same agent. Did you know that, Tyrone? Josh Williams told me that. He told me that Brandon Aiyuk and John Lynch have the same agent. So the guy in administration and the guy that's the receiver have the same agent. So What do you think the agent's going to do? The agent's going to make sure that they get their money, So it's like the fix is in. I got to clean my screen off. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, I had to clean my screen. Maybe I need to take these glasses off. No, I didn't know that. Yeah, so how do you feel? So how do you feel, Tyrone Johnson, knowing that information? How you doing, sir? Doing good. How do you feel knowing that John Lynch and Brandon Aiyuk have the same agent? And why are they just feeding all this? Is it just for clicks and views and the storyline? Like the Steelers ain't going to get Brandon Aiyuk, man, if Brandon Aiyuk and John Lynch have the same agent. You know what I mean? A lot of cards over here. DCO coach, do you like helping your community? Yes. Everywhere I go, I try to help, man. Everywhere I go. So community, like YouTube community or community around like where I live. I mean, everywhere I go, I try to help. Help ain't always financial help. Help sometimes is advice. Sometimes help is, somebody needs to move a truck. Somebody needs to move a couch. An old lady dropped something. Tyrone Johnson, good. Steelers don't need to get tied up with Aiyuk. Draft receiver round 1. Go get Juju back. DCL, because I was helping at a back-to-school event a week ago, and I realized I like to help making people happy. Well, by making DCL, I know that works for everybody. Making other people happy is what makes you happy, and that's the world. It ain't money. It ain't how many Funko Pops you have or how much money's in your bank account. What makes people happy is helping others. And when you help others, that's more important than helping yourself. And I think Tyrone Johnson knows that. Tyrone Johnson is from the 757. Some of the greatest NFL football players to ever live come from where he's from. Lawrence Taylor, Michael Vick, Bruce Smith, and we could name a bunch more. But we're out here at the Bellwood Flea Market, Richmond, Virginia, Totem Pole Nation. We are the low man on the totem pole. And we're out here and we're just looking for some good deals. There's a remote control truck. Look at that thing. That's sweet. A little guy here, a little chihuahua. Look at the little chihuahua. Look at her. Yeah, she's pretty. We're out here at Bellwood Flea Market. I see a Troy Polamalu, Pittsburgh Steelers jersey. Yeah, I like coming here. I like seeing everybody. I like walking around, like looking at the stuff. Even if I ain't got a lot of money, I just like coming here and hanging out, getting some fresh air. Scorpion Princess. Good morning, Totem Pole Nation. Keep spreading the love. DCL. Bye. Nice RC car. No doubt. Scorpion Princess. DCL, this is for you. Thank you, Totem Pole Nation. We're out here at the Bellwood Flea Market in Richmond, Virginia. How you doing today? Good to see you. We're out here and we're looking for some deals. And DCL says, nice RC car. Amen. Totem Pole Nation, we are the low man on the totem pole. And we are a community of individuals that love sports. We want to be successful. And the way we find success is by helping others, changing lives, and building champions. What a blessing it is to be here at Totem Pole Nation. What a blessing it is to be here at the Bellwood Flea Market in Richmond, Virginia, Chesterfield County, Jefferson Davis Turnpike. DCL, welcome to Totem Pole Nation, Scorpion. DCL, thank you for being a great totem poler. Thank you for welcoming Scorpion Princess, who's been very, very loyal to us. Totem Pole Nation, 90% of our viewers are subscribers. 90%. Most YouTube channels, about 5 to 20% of their viewers are subs. Well, at Totem Pole Nation, we have 90% of our viewers are subscribers. What a blessing. Looks like a Redskin jacket. Old school Washington Commanders. T-Mac. T-Mac said, what it do? T-Mac, this is for you, brother. I love T-Mac. T-Mac's always coming in and showing love. DCL said the key to life is surrounding yourself with people you want to be like. Yes. Yeah. Surround yourself with people you want to be like. Like, look at these Yankees satin jackets. These things are beautiful. The New York Yankees. Look at Big Ben. Where's my guy that loves Big Ben? Scorpion Princess said, thank you. Got some footballs. Who likes Guitar Hero? Coming out here to the Bellwood Flea Market in Richmond, Virginia. Good morning, T-Mac. Welcome to Totem Pole Nation. DCL, that's showing love. That's showing love. That's being a great leader. It's urgent. It's urgency. So I come out here, I didn't come out here last weekend because I went to the baseball card shop or baseball card show. So I missed last week. I came out here this week on Sunday. I went to the Azalea Flea Market on Saturday. And what a great stream we had yesterday. We're going to have a better stream today. This stream is great, not because of me, not because of you. It's because of a belief. It's because we believe in working hard, playing hard, and taking care of each other. It's because we are trying to help others. We're trying to change lives and build champions. We are the low man on the totem pole. We are the common man. We are for the common man. We just don't talk about it. We are about it. So thank you, Totem Pole Nation. You come out here, get you air conditioning. Get you an air conditioning unit at the Bellwood Flea Market. How you doing today? Good to see you. Yes, ma'am. Good to see y'all. Bellwood Flea Market, Jefferson Davis Turnpike, Route 1, Richmond, Virginia, Chesterfield County, just south of Richmond. We're out here today. If y'all want to talk about the NFL, you know I love the NFL. Did y'all know that everybody's talking about the San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk, okay? And Brandon Aiyuk, y'all, they're saying he might go to the Steelers. They're saying that, he might do this or that. But Renegades, that's a book about me. Dude, one thing I know is the Renegades ain't even Renegades. The Renegades are CIA. Man, I love these Jordans. Look at those Jordans. Totem Pole Nation, we are the low man on the totem pole. And we love it. Pardon me. How you doing, sir? Yes, sir. Doing great. Look at this. Look at this thing, man. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, y'all. Oh, they still got the Barstool shirts. I still see those Barstool shirts. If I had some money, I'd buy one. But I'm rocking my Tom Brady today. I got my goat on. NFL, Brandon Aiyuk, San Francisco 49ers, wide receiver, y'all. Did you know that Brandon Aiyuk and John Lynch, the GM for the San Francisco 49ers, has the same agent? How you doing today? Abercrombie and Fitch. Look at that big old Abercrombie and Fitch painting. That is sweet. That is sweet. Look at that thing. It's huge. Abercrombie and Fitch. Vote no, November 6th. Yes, I will vote no. Totem Pole Nation, we are the low man on the totem pole. The NFL, Brandon Aiyuk. We're going to be doing a live stream today during the Cowboys and Rams preseason game. We love the NFL. We're focusing on the NFL, y'all. Totem Pole Nation, we'll still go to yard sales. We'll still go to flea markets. Is that a Lamborghini? Is that a police Lamborghini car? Is that a Lambo or is that a Ferrari? I can't tell. But we're out here in Richmond, Virginia, Bellwood Flea Market, Chesterfield, Virginia, Route 1, Jefferson Davis Turnpike. And we're just walking around. We're looking for some good deals. Thank y'all for hanging with the low man on the totem pole. Appreciate you, man. I'd say it's about 90 out here today. It's about 90 out here at the Bellwood Flea Market. It's got some Eric Clapton playing DCL. Eric Clapton. Now that's a guitarist. They asked Eric Clapton, what does it feel like to be the greatest guitarist of all time? He said, you need to ask Prince. So that just shows you the respect. Look at this Kobe Bryant. Look at this Kobe. I love that. Kobe Bryant, and they got like a Michael Jordan one back there. Do y'all still wear Crocs? Do y'all still wear Crocs? Are Crocs still popular where y'all live? I know the NFL is popular. NFL, Totem Pole Nation, we're going to be live streaming the NFL preseason game of the Dallas Cowboys and the LA Rams. So Dallas Cowboys coached by Mike McCarthy, quarterback Dak Prescott versus the LA Rams, quarterback by Matt Stafford. Scorpion Princes. Never had a pair of Crocs, but see them all around New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New York. Okay, yeah. So I've had a couple pairs of Crocs. And they're cool. They're comfortable. They're easy on and off. Don't have to wear socks. If you wear socks, that's good. Totem Pole Nation. We're at the Bellwood Flea Market, Richmond, Virginia. Jefferson Davis Turnpike, Chesterfield, Virginia. And you can get about everything here. Anything and everything you want, you can get here at the Bellwood Flea Market in Richmond, Virginia. Chesterfield County, Route 1. We're going to be live streaming The NFL today, I think it's a 4:30 game, Dallas Cowboys and the LA Rams. So Totem Pole Nation will be live streaming the NFL game. If you're in here, double tap the screen, like the stream. We love you, Totem Pole. We are so blessed to be able to do this and be able to bring you content. And we're getting bigger, faster, and stronger every day. And what a blessing it is to be able to live stream with y'all. Because with y'all, it ain't no fun if we don't have y'all. How you doing, sir? Good to see you, brother. Washington Redskins. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. This is Sports Talk Joe Montana Football. Yeah. I'm a Redskin fan. I'm just wearing this. Yeah, brother. Scorpion Princess. Who are you picking to win? Rams or Cowboys? Or preseason don't matter. Preseason don't matter, and the team that doesn't have any injuries wins. Yes. The team that doesn't have any injuries wins. Shabooey, Troy, you're out there trying to find more jersey deals, aren't you? Laugh out loud. Yes, I am. Shabooey, yes, I am. This is for you, Shabooey. Thank you, Shabooey, for being a part of Totem Pole Nation. Thank you, Scorpion Princess. Scorpion Princess, this is for you. Good morning. How you doing? You come here and get your vegetables. Good for you. Right here at the Bellwood Flea Market, Richmond, Virginia, Route 1. Come get your headlights done. The Bellwood Flea Market. Yes, I am. I'm always looking for a jersey. Jerseys go with everything, man. I don't care about the name on the back. It doesn't matter to me if the guy still plays for him or not. I'm not picky. I just like jerseys. I can wear an extra large. I can wear an extra large in some jerseys. That makes me feel good about myself. Totem Pole Nation. Hold on one second. Let me check my phone. All right, I'm back, Totem Pole Nation. Thank you for hanging with the low man on the totem pole. We're out here at the Bellwood Flea Market in Richmond, Virginia, Chesterfield County, Jefferson Davis Turnpike. And we just love to see everybody looking for some good deals. If y'all see anything that interests y'all, let me know in the chat. Holler at me. NFL. We've been talking about the NFL today. We've been talking about Brandon Aiyuk. We've been talking about the San Francisco 49ers. The Dallas Cowboys are playing the LA Rams today. We're going to be live streaming that. I'm going to walk down here all the way to the end of the flea market, then walk all the way back up on this. This is called the overflow over there. And like these are the regular people. They're always here. So if you were here yesterday, on Saturday, I went to the Azalea Flea Market, and that's at a different place, but it's a lot of the same people. You'll recognize some of the same people if you stay with Totem Pole. Totem Pole Nation, we love y'all. This is for all of Totem Pole Nation. Sending this to y'all. We are the low man on the totem pole, but the low man always wins. And who is that? Ladies and gentlemen, world famous Coach Bald. This is Joe Montana Sports Talk Football. Coach Bald, can you do that for me one time?
Welcome to Joe Montana Sports Talk Football. Yes, sir. We are live here, St. Petersburg, Florida. I've got on my Mudcats Bourbon Bowl Championship jersey, the one, the only Bobby Boo Shea.
Yes, the Water Boy, Adam Sandler, Bobby Boucher, an underrated football movie. Coach Bald, how is it going today, and how do you feel about the NFL? Lambeau's already said we're going to live stream the Dallas Cowboys and the LA Rams NFL preseason game today. Are you excited about that, Coach Bald, coming from St. Petersburg, Florida?
Absolutely. Those could definitely be two teams you could see in a playoff game without a doubt. The LA Rams, Matty Stafford. All right. Cooper Kupp, he's coming back. Kieran Williams is one of the best running backs in fantasy football last year. I look to see him have another humongous year. Puka Nacua is back. That offense is legit. I believe Matt Stafford is the best quarterback in the NFC. Okay, in the NFC, you're talking about quarterbacks. He's the only one that has one of these, brother. He's the only one that has a Super Bowl ring. That division is loaded with the 49ers. But, man, let's talk about the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. What is going on in Dallas? You got a lot of big contracts that are expiring. You get some guys that are trying to get paid here. CD Lamp. We're talking about Dak Prescott. Where's Jerry going to get the money at, Coach?
Jerry's got plenty of money. He can print it himself, and he's got an artificial intelligence version of him. And when does he have to sign Dak? Next year?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, it
And
just
that's the thing.
depends
You
on
can't
how they do this
franchise
season.
tag everybody.
Yeah, well, it just depends on how they do this season. And Dak is playing for his life. That's all I can really say. What do you think about the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott and Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons and CD Lamb?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined with the one, the only Lambo. Lambo, good morning, sir. You have some I know you have some friends that are insiders with the Dallas Cowboys. What are the rumblings there in Dallas? It's Super Bowl or bust this season, or are the wheels already coming off of that bus? What's going on there in Dallas, Coach Lambo?
EA Sports, Electronic Arts, Madden NFL 25, Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott, Jimmy Johnson, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Evan Smith. Look, when you look at the Dallas Cowboys, they are done. It's what the man from Soul said first. You need to break up that team. You can't pay Micah Parsons and CD Lamb and Dak Prescott. Who is more likely to get the money? Dak Prescott. They need to probably trade Micah Parsons for a couple first round picks to rebuild that team. At the end of the day, when you look at the Dallas Cowboys, I've been trying to tell y'all this for 10 years. The Dallas Cowboys are like the Thomasdale Knights. They go undefeated. They do well in the regular season until they play competition. And when they play competition, they ultimately fail. And the Dallas Cowboys had plenty of talent around them. Plenty of talent. And it's not even close. Plenty of talent. Brock Purdy, and y'all like to make these QB comparisons. Let's stop with this stuff. Blake Bortles has the same amount of playoff wins as Dak Prescott. He is retired. Brock Purdy has the same amount of playoff wins as Dak Prescott. He's only 2-3 years into the league. Jalen Hurts, I think, has more playoff wins or tied with Dak Prescott, and he went to a Super Bowl. So we got to stop with these quarterback comparisons. At the end of the day, when you're looking at a team, when you're looking at a team football as far as an organization, everybody has to step up. So stop giving Dak Prescott all these excuses because every one of y'all in America want to talk about QBR and all this stats as your debate. And we don't do that around here. We give you the factual truth. The Dallas Cowboys have proven that they can't win big games, and it's what the Terminator said yesterday. Dak Prescott is great in the regular season, but when it's time in the playoffs, it's put up or shut up. And Dak Prescott shuts up and he gets very, very quiet when it comes to the playoffs when he applies pressure. So what have I been telling y'all about the Dallas Cowboys for the last 10 years? You want to call me a hater? I'm not a hater. I am going to tell you the truth. And it's forever as long as I live on this planet Earth. I will do everything in my power to make sure that the Dallas Cowboys do not win the Super Bowl ever until they get Jimmy Johnson out of retirement and until Jerry Jones wants to get the ego out of his head. That's what's going to happen with the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. That's what happened.
Got a great question here. Joe Burrow looked pretty good yesterday. What do you guys think? What do you think about that, Lambo? What do you think about Joey Burrow?
Shabooey. Thank you, brother.
Okay. This is preseason, so I appreciate your question, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I can care less of how he looks in the preseason because, like Troy Taylor said, like everybody has said, he is one injury. He's one play away from never playing again. So if I'm the Cincinnati Bengals, I would not even try to play him in the preseason. I wouldn't play him at all because he's one injury away from getting hurt. Same thing with Tua. All them concussions he's had. Like I said, I really appreciate your question. I thank you for tuning in. But Joe Burrow looked good in the preseason game. It's a joke. It's a joke. I want to see what he can do against the Patriots.
Joe Burrow is elite. Everybody knows he's elite. Only person in the world that didn't think he was elite was Ohio State and Urban Meyer. He is elite. He can play pocket. He likes it when the pressure is heavy and coming right in his face. Joe Burrow is elite. Everybody knows it. It's just, is Joe Burrow going to be healthy? That's what I got. Coach Bald, how does Joe Burrow look for the Cincinnati Bengals as far as fantasy football?
Hey, man, they got a good core of playmakers there. Chase is definitely a top 5 receiver. He could, as long as those guys are healthy, man. Health is wealth when it comes to the NFL. And that's going to be key for them. I did get to see them against the Bucks last night. Interesting game. There were some good plays made out there. I watched a lot more of the Buffalo Bills, Chicago Bears with the number 1 pick, Caleb Williams. Training camp, Hard Knocks, Chicago Bears. Wow.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, Bears fans, got to be excited about that. I know it's just preseason, but if you're a Chicago Bear fan, you have not been excited about a lot here lately. So seeing Caleb Williams come out there and move the offense very effectively, it's gotta be a good boost to the egos of all Chicago Bear fans of what might be their future. Caleb Williams, number 1 pick. Lambo, what do you think about Caleb Williams? I know you guys also drafted a quarterback. And the Commanders drafted quarterback Jaden Daniels, Drake May. What's your insight on Caleb Williams? He's the real deal.
Tell her I said thank you. Yeah.
I look at it from perspective. I know I said the Chicago Bears are probably a sleeper team, but I'm going to stick with it because I keep the same energy as always. Chicago Bears will be 8-9. There's nothing to be exciting about because the reason why I say 8-9, Matt Eberflus should have been gone, right? And then when you're looking at quarterback head coaching duo, you got to look at the offense. You got to have an Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady's a different subject, but also you got to have a Josh McDaniels where Bill Belichick doesn't call the plays. But my whole point with Chicago Bears is, look, you're playing in the NFC North. You know the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions are going to get in. The reason why I said they'll be 8-9 and not make the playoffs is because there's not going to be 3 teams in the NFC North that make the playoffs. It's most likely to be 3 teams in the NFC West that make the playoffs and not the NFC North. So 8-9 for Chicago Bears is not me hating, but the Chicago Bears going to the playoff as the best 7 teams in the NFC, you got to be No, you got to be smoking on something. Look, we'll see how Caleb Williams does. HBO Hard Knocks, the Chicago Bears, episode 2 will come out on Tuesday. And I always
Okay.
watch Hard Knocks. I
So
pay
let me
close
tell you
attention to
something.
Hard Knocks. But at the
Okay.
end of the day, we'll see how good the Bears will be.
Caleb Williams, the Bears. I love the Bears.
Shabooey.
Shabooey.
Shabooey,
Okay,
thank
so
you for your awesome questions. We're
I'm
glad you're
walking.
here on the show.
I'm walking around the flea market, right? And there's, I guess it was.
Born cool. Is it the Lions' year this year? Hey,
Yes.
I believe it might be, man. You're talking
Uh,
about the Detroit Lions, the
no,
most physical offensive line in the game right now. These guys are maulers up front. They're going to beat teams into submission, and they're going to run the football, run the clock out. I think this might be the year for the Detroit Lions, one of the most dreaded teams of all time. Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, all right, Matt Stafford. You're talking about some studs there that have been in Detroit, and now they have this complete team with a badass football coach. I love their football coach. He is arguably the best football coach right now for three downs. For three downs, but when he goes for it on fourth down, he's suspect, very suspect. Coach Taylor, what are we looking at here live? Where are we exactly?
We're in the Bellwood Flea Market, and I was walking around, and it must have been a mom and her daughter, and I said hi to them, and the woman tried to say something to me. I couldn't hear what she said. Then she said, "I like your jersey," and I smiled at her and waved. I said, "Thank you," and I'm walking and I'm live streaming, and then the daughter comes up behind me and goes, "My mom wants to know, are you married?" And man, I told her, I said, "Yes, I'm married. I've had the same girlfriend for 4 years," and tell her that she made my day. So I'm telling you, I
He's
don't,
got it, ladies and
I don't
gentlemen.
need
He's
a
still got
shot
that
in the,
swag to him.
I don't need a shot of confidence. I need to work on the art of humility, the art of humbleness. But that right there, man, woo! I'm feeling like Ric Flair, Coach Bald. You know what that feels like, don't you?
LLTT. Ladies love Troy Taylor. Yes, he still got it.
Yes, I do.
Tell you what, you could learn something if you had a wingman like Coach Taylor there, Lambo.
I'm focused on the process. I ain't focused on winning. Focus on the
I'm, I,
process.
I like different processes. Everybody does, and it's all about the smile. It's all about how you make them feel, and it's not about the outside. It's about the inside. And be a nice guy. Be a nice guy. Smile.
Hey, I'm gonna check in with you guys later. That we have an awesome meeting with a lot of beautiful women here shortly that are in the medical field.
Yes.
So, Lambo, you better stay on because you never know. You might be moving down to St. Petersburg, Florida, or Tampa.
Yes.
All right. What I'm looking for, ladies and gentlemen, is a sugar mama for Lambo. All right. Lambo
Yes.
Calrissian, we are going to find you the lady of your dreams today,
Coach
live
Ball.
only on Totem Pole Nation. I'll be back, guys, to the next episode.
Coach Ball knows how to do that. Yes. Listen to him. He knows. So we're out here at the Bellwood Flea Market. I think it's the Jefferson Davis Turnpike Flea Market.
The old Jefferson Bikeway. The old.
Yes. Yes. And we love it. We love it, and we are blessed. How you doing, sir? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, doing great. Yeah, man. Tom Brady. Right on. I wish I could say I was a Patriots fan. I'm a Redskin fan. Oh, yes. I love the Savannah Bananas.
They did sold out 35,000 in Cleveland last year.
Wow.
Yeah, they stream all their games.
Oh, they do?
Every single one of them is streamed.
Wow.
Just go to YouTube, Savannah Bananas Facebook.
Yes, ma'am.
She watches all of them.
Savannah Bananas, come hit up the low man on the totem pole. I'm the low man on the totem pole. I'm going to watch them. The Savannah Bananas.
Totem
Yeah,
Pole,
good to see y'all.
Totem Pole
God bless
Nation.
y'all.
Totem Pole
Thanks,
Nation
bro.
are about faith, family, football, and the future of content creation.
Yes.
We believe that you'll be big time live streamers, big time YouTubers, and big time content creators. For members and subscribers to Totem Pole Nation, we are here to help you achieve your dreams. We help others, we change lives, and we build champions. And we are the low man on the totem pole. And we
Yes, we are.
believe that y'all will be able to chase your dreams. NFL, NFL preseason, the Dallas Cowboys, the LA Rams, Dak Prescott, Troy Aikman, Jimmy
Yes.
Johnson, EA Sports, Electronic Arts, Madden NFL 25, EA
Yes.
Sports, Electronic Arts, College Football 25. At the end of the day, we will bring you the best content in Totem Pole Nation because we are the low man on the totem pole, and we are real coaches. We are
We're
real
blessed.
coaches, we're real people, and we're blessed to be here today.
Yes, we are.
We are blessed to be here at the
We
Bellwood
are
Flea
blessed.
Market, and we are going to find some
Yes.
things at the Bellwood Flea Market
Yes, we are.
because the Bellwood Flea Market is not just about the cost. It's not just about the cost of things. It's about tradition. It's about culture. It's about life lessons. It's about when life is not easy. This is how people work, selling things.
Yes.
So, Total Pro Nation, you can learn a lot of things at the Bellwood Flea Market.
We're here for you.
You can
We
learn
are
a
here
lot.
for you.
Yes.
We make a championship
Yes.
team, Totem Pole Nation, just like the Kansas City
Yes.
Chiefs. Totem Pole Nation is the
Yep.
Chiefs, and Lambeau is our Patrick Mahomes. And I am Andy Reid. I can eat 16 hamburgers. Yes, just like Andy Reid, head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs.
16 regular hamburgers or double cheeseburgers?
I can eat 16 double cheeseburgers or 16 hamburgers. It doesn't matter. I'm like that guy from Popeye. The guy that eats all the hamburgers.
You're gonna do a lot of shit. You're gonna do a lot of shit in the bathroom. A lot of
That's all right,
shit.
man. It is what it is. You know.
What you gonna drink with those 16 double cheeseburgers? Water or soda?
Sodas. I like sodas. Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke. Coke Zero is my favorite. I love Coke Zero. That's
Do
my
you
favorite.
love do you love drinking water?
Yeah, I drink water. I drink it all. I'm always hydrated, man. Staying hydrated is very important because we love the NFL and
Yes.
we love
The National
ESPN,
Football League. The
Barstool.
National Football League. Which stands for not for long.
Yes, and here's some sweet jerseys. Here's a number 80. This might be a Victor Cruz, or is that a Shockey? Is that a Shockey jersey?
That look like Jeremy Shockey.
Yes.
Antonio DLT says Niners all the way. Antonio DTL, thank you for tuning in. Antonio DTL, this is for you. The San Francisco 49ers will make the Super Bowl this year out of the NFC. Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch, Brandon Ayuk, Brock Purdy, George Kittle, Debo Samuel, Levi Stadium, EA Sports, Electronic Arts, Madden NFL 25, Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers will make the Super Bowl. They will make they are my Super Bowl pick, Antonio DTO, out of the NFC.
The
And that
49ers.
jacket right there,
Yes.
and that jacket right there was the 6-time Super Bowl champs, the Pittsburgh Steelers,
Antonio.
who they only had 3 coaches: Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin.
Yes. And Antonio, were you aware, since you are a San Francisco 49er fan, were you aware that all this Brandon Ayuk trade talk, that Brandon Ayuk and John Lynch, the San Francisco 49ers GM, that Brandon Ayuk and John Lynch have the same agent? So basically, y'all are good. Y'all are going to keep Brandon Ayuk. No one else is reporting this. This is the information that you get from Totem Pole and Totem Pole only, because the regular ESPNs and Fox Sports and Barstools of the world, they're not going to tell you the truth. This is the truth that you get on Totem Pole. What do you think about that, Lambeau, that San Francisco 49ers GM John Lynch and Brandon Ayuk have the same agent?
I
Is the
knew
fix
that.
in?
I knew that for a while. The fix is definitely in. He's gonna
How did
stay.
you know that?
I mean, you could just look it up on Google. I mean,
Okay.
look it up on Google,
I
or
didn't know.
uh, whatever. But my point and Brandon Aiyuk and the Patriots did offer him the most money, but the quarterback situation, the Patriots and the Steelers have weird quarterback situations. The Patriots are trying to decide if they want Drake May, if Drake May's going to start, or Jacoby Brissett. I think Jacoby Brissett starts. Now, with the Steelers, you got to go between Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. So I think he stays with the 49ers because Brock Purdy has proven right now that he's an elite quarterback. He's a game manager. He doesn't put you in situations where you lose games. But Brock Purdy has took him to a Super Bowl and an NFC Championship game. So if I'm Brandon Aiyuk, your smart decision is to stay with the 49ers with all the talent you have around you with George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel. By that, if I'm Brandon Aiyuk, you better stay with the 49ers because you ain't going nowhere else where they're going to have a better quarterback. And the Steelers and the Patriots quarterbacks aren't better than Brock Purdy. That's just how I
No.
look at the situation.
And Lambeau, when you say that the Steelers don't have a quarterback, I think actually the Steelers might have been the smartest team out of anybody because they were drafting at what number this year in the first round?
24.
Okay, so you can't get an elite quarterback at 24. So what they did was they spent $1 million and a 6th-round pick and got 2 out of the 32 quarterbacks on this planet, in this universe, that are good enough to start in the NFL. They got Russell Wilson and they got Justin Fields for $1 million and a 6th-round pick. To me, that sounds like a good investment because you don't have to sign Justin Fields next year. And you don't even have to give up a 4th-round pick as long as he doesn't play in over 51% of the snaps. So the Steelers know they're not going to win the Super Bowl, but they're going to make money. And the Rooneys don't fire coaches. They know Mike Tomlin is a good employee. He is the only 3rd coach they've had. And they're not firing coaches like the rest of these NFL coaches, because they know Mike Tomlin's a good dude and Mike Tomlin is loyal. So I would say that the Steelers actually spent $1 million in a 6th-round pick for 2 of the guys that were 32 of the starting quarterbacks in the NFL. There was 2 of them they got. So what do you think about that, Lambeau, from that perspective?
The money wise, I don't disagree with you when it comes to the money wise, but I mean, you're
Why?
telling me. I said I don't disagree. I mean,
Okay.
I agree with
Oh,
you.
you don't?
But
Okay, I thought you meant you do disagree. I got
no. So the other part I disagree about is the quarterbacks. Now I understand you ain't paid nothing for both of those quarterbacks, but you're telling me that you'll take those 2 quarterbacks over Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins is $40 million. How much?
Well,
30. There's not $30 million difference between Russell Wilson and Kirk Cousins.
the
He's not
question.
$30 million worth more.
Well, hold on. The question is, are they trying to win though? Because that's the question. Are you
No,
trying?
they can't win. And neither can the Falcons. Neither can the Falcons win.
Okay. So hold on. So, okay, I look at it like this though. Kirk Cousins. I'm not saying Kirk Cousins is God. We know that Kirk Cousins sucks on primetime television and whatever. But I'm saying from the Pittsburgh Steelers perspective, the offense that they have. You're telling me that Kirk Cousins can't fit the Pittsburgh Steelers offense? We don't even know yet if he fits the Falcons offense.
I would rather take a $1 million investment and a 6th-round pick than to pay a guy $40 million and you don't even know if he's going to be healthy. So I think that the Steelers made the right move, man.
we don't know that yet until they play though.
Well, I don't know anything. I don't know that the sun's going to go down today, but I think that they made the correct move for $1 million and a 6th-round pick.
That's tough because when you talk about that $40 million, if they go back, let's just say they're gonna have a 5-12, 6-12 record. They're picking the top 5. So if they're in the top 5, like what the man from Soul says, if they're in the top 5 picking, the rookie quarterback, whoever they drafted, still got to pay them a good Same amount as Kirk Cousins, but younger.
I would rather have a young quarterback than Kirk Cousins. I've never really been a Kirk Cousins guy. You know, he's good enough to get you through a game and hand it off and bootleg. That's what he's good at. He
And
might
what
be
is
able to play for a quick game.
what is Russell Wilson and Justin Fields good at?
Russell Wilson can play from the pocket. He's been playing from the pocket since he was 14 years old at collegiate high school. And Justin Fields is an elite athlete. Justin Fields is a smaller Cam Newton. Justin Fields was elite at Ohio State. He was elite at Georgia. And 2 years ago, everybody was crowning Justin Fields. But the Chicago Bears created the narrative and sent the message to everyone that created the narrative that Caleb Williams is the second coming. And they could have kept Justin Fields, fired the coach, and drafted an offensive lineman or a receiver. But that doesn't sell tickets. That doesn't get views. Getting Caleb Williams gets views, gets clicks, gets everybody fired up, makes more money. That's what I think.
And what are they going to do when Caleb Williams ends up being a bust after 3 years?
Do what they've always done, make money. They haven't won a Super Bowl since 1985. So, I mean, they're going to do what they've always done. They're going to get richer. Are the Bears still owned by the Hallises?
I think so.
Yeah. They're just going to get richer and richer, dude, and we're just going to keep watching and watching. And it's kind of like YouTube. It's kind of like the NFL. It makes money. Have a good day, y'all.
Everything makes money.
Other than me.
But I tell you this, the Kansas City Chiefs make money and win at the same time.
But they didn't win until, what, 5 years ago? They had never won a Super Bowl, correct? Since Strom wasn't the Kansas City. Did they ever win a Super Bowl?
They won the Super Bowl like Super Bowl 3 or Super Bowl 4.
Okay, yeah. They hadn't won one in about 40 years. So, you know, I think that was Andy Reid. I think that was the coaching staff that Andy Reid assembled. I think that was Lamar Hunt and the Hunt family having faith in an NFL guy who's been in the NFL.
Look at this, though. You drafted when the Chiefs in that draft, they drafted Patrick Mahomes at like number 9, number 10, number 11 pick. The Houston Texans probably should have snatched them up. Or actually, you know what? Since you were talking about that, the Chicago Bears that year they drafted Mitch Trubisky, they should have got Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, but Mitch Trubisky was the Drake May. Mitch Trubisky, actually Drake May's better than Mitch Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky only started 1 year.
Yes, he did.
At UNC.
Yep.
All right. And Drake May is a freakazoid. I've actually seen him. I've stood next to him.
Yep.
He is if you wanted to make a Madden football player, if you wanted to make a quarterback, and you wanted to say, give me the perfect quarterback, that's what he would look like. I mean, he is 6'5", legit, with a rocket arm, a brother that played basketball at UNC. The guy's from Charlotte, North Carolina. He is elite. He is elite. Drake May is elite. So I agree with you on that, Lambeau. Hold on 1 second.
Infield Insight says you guys rock. JK says Cowboys Rams is going to be a good one. I think so too. Like I said, can the Cowboys be Super Bowl contenders? Can they get to the Super Bowl? This is the final year where Mike McCarthy's last year of the contract, Dak Prescott in the final year of the contract, and you have basically everybody's under the final year of the contract when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. So when you look at it from that perspective, I think it's a great game. I understand it's preseason football, but football is football. But I just when I look at the Cowboys, I got to see what the Cowboys are able to do during the regular season. That's just how I look at things. Can the Cowboys do something during the regular season? And then when you look at the Rams, and you're talking about Sean McVay, you're talking about Matthew Stafford. When I look at both those teams for those perspectives, they got a great wide receiver and Cooper Kupp, a great wide receiver and Puka Nacua, but you're trying to replace Aaron Donald. replacing Aaron Donald is a tough ass, especially on the defensive line. They lost Raheem Morris. He is not a head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. So when you look at it from the Rams' perspective, I think at the end of the day, it's going to be hard to replace Aaron Donald and like the cornerback position. They're very young at the cornerback position and safety position. You don't got a Jalen Ramsey no more. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Ramsey's with the Miami Dolphins. He's out of Florida State. Used to play for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But look, at the end of the day, when it comes to the Rams, they're going to be a great team. They're going to be fine. I don't know if they'll represent the NFC, meaning go to the NFC Championship game, because I got to see how good their defense is going to be and what the replacement is going to be like following Aaron Donald's retirement. And like me and what me and Terminator just said. And like what me and Terminator just said last night, like replacing Aaron Donald, it's just not a piece of cake. It's not little cookies or anything. I might even go to it, but it's not simple as it is. Football Beats Process OTC, the original tribal chief. Football Beats Prods. This is for you. Football Beats Prods, thank you for tuning in to Totem Pole Nation. We are the low man on the totem pole. Faith, family, football, and the future of content creation. We believe that y'all be big-time live streamers. We believe that you be big-time YouTubers. We believe that you be big-time content creators. For members and subscribers of Totem Pole Nation, we are going to help you achieve your dreams. We help others, we change lives, and we build champions, and we are the low man on the totem pole because we believe that y'all will be able to chase your dreams at any point in life that you want to. NFL, preseason football, Dallas Cowboys, America's team, the LA Rams, SoFi Stadium, Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott, Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Edmund Smith, Ezekiel Elliott, Mike McCarthy, the America's team, and the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Rams. That is going to be the preseason matchup to watch today. It is going to be at 4:30 on the NFL Network. Also, the first game of the preseason game today will be the Indianapolis Colts versus the Denver Broncos. Sean Payton, Shane Steichen, AR5, Zach Wilson, Jarrett Stidham, Bo Nix. I'm looking forward to watching what Bo Nix can do. When it comes to Bo Nix, he's a guy that kind of followed his dad's footsteps. He played at Auburn for 2 years, a year, and then he went to play at Oregon, and he was a lot better quarterback than playing at Auburn. I guess during that time in that roster, you can sit up here and say, well, the roster wasn't good. Look, let's be honest. Bo Nix has a lot of experience playing in college. Played 6 years, but we could tell when he transferred, he could not play in the SEC. We could just tell. But when he developed to Oregon, and he was under Mario, I think it was under Dan Lanning, or I think Mario Cristobal for that 1 year maybe, and then Dan Lanning. But when you looked at what he did at Oregon, he fit that system so perfectly. Like that's Bo Nix style offense. He fit that system so well. That Auburn system was like, he didn't really, fit what they were trying to do. I guess it was like the last 2 years before Gus Malzahn got fired and went to UCF. But when I look at Bo Nix, I think Bo Nix is the most pro-ready quarterback in the NFL. I think he's better than Drake May. I think he's better than Michael Penix. But people just not talking about him because I guess when you look at it from ESPN stupid standards or Fox stupid standards, they're looking at it from, he's not from a flashy school. Well, Oregon is the best NIL school in all of America, so it doesn't matter about what school you come from. It matters if you can play. Look what Brock Purdy's doing with the 49ers. Iowa State for 5 years. Iowa State. Is Iowa State a top 10 football team?
No.
And Brock Purdy was what? Mr. Irrelevant?
Yes.
And Brock Purdy has reached the NFC Championship game and a Super Bowl.
Yes.
And Kyle Shanahan knows how to fit quarterbacks into the correct system. Now, we know that they messed up with Trey Lance, and Jimmy G was okay. Jimmy G just couldn't move around in the pocket like he normally could with his injuries and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, look what happened. I'm not saying that Brock Purdy is going to be the next Tom Brady. I'm not going to compare that. But he's a game manager, like Terminator said last night, that won't put you in situations to lose a football game.
Now, I changed the title of this stream to Are We in the Middle of a Chiefs Dynasty? Are we in the middle of a Bill Belichick and Tom Brady-like run for the Kansas City Chiefs? Lambo, what do you think?
We are in the middle of a dynasty. We are. Now, the question is for the Kansas City Chiefs, the Hunt family, Arrowhead Stadium, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, EA Sports, Electronic Arts, Madden NFL 25. The question is, can they win a three-peat in the Super Bowl? Now, it has never been done in the history of the NFL. The last team that tried to do it was the 2003-2004 Patriots. But in the 2005 year, they were 10-6 and lost to the Denver Broncos in the divisional round. Noah said, "What's up? How about those Chiefs? How about those Chiefs?"
Noah, what's up, Noah?
Thank you for tuning in. Noah, this is for you. Thank you for tuning in, Noah.
I believe that's Noah Bentley. I believe that is our friend, our totem pole member, Noah Bentley. Correct me if I'm wrong, Noah.
And then when you look at it for the Chiefs, we're in the middle of a dynasty. I think if they win 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, it's part of a dynasty. But for them to go on the three-peat, it's never been done in the history of the NFL, and I think the NFL won't allow it. If they didn't allow the Patriots to do it, they're not going to do it. Noah said, "Yeah, it's me, coach."
Yes. So Bentley's got his own introduction. He is one of the originals. Yes.
Bentley is in the house.
Yes, Bentley is in the house. Bentley, what do you think about the NFL preseason so far? How is your team doing? How is track going? We haven't seen you in a while. We miss you, Noah. Totem Pole Nation. Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs. Will they three-peat? That's what we're talking about right now. If y'all want to talk about something different, that's fine. We'll do it. But the Kansas City Chiefs, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, Patrick Mahomes, the NFL is back, and the NFL is king. Madden 25 coming out. We're excited. NFL is back. Noah, how you been doing? Lambo, anything last night that stood out to you about those NFL preseason games? Anything that stood out to you that you would like to talk about to Totem Pole Nation?
Noah says, "Track doing good, my team. The Chiefs, I think, are going to do a three-peat."
Good. I hope they do for you.
Anything that stand out for me last night? Not yet. I don't think these players, so you won't know until like week 2 or week 3 of the preseason. Then you'll see what players are going to stand out. But it's week 1. Everybody's having their struggles. The defense is going to pick up more than the offense is. So it's going to be hard to determine any point out there like now. Now, I think Bo Nix will do something special, so I'd like to see what Bo Nix can do in the next 3 hours, or next 2 hours at 1 o'clock against the Indianapolis Colts. So I'd like to see what he can do. But like I said, this is preseason. You don't know until the second or third week of the preseason. So they cut down the preseason games from like 4 to 3, or I think it might be 2 going on to next year when they do an 18-game regular season. But at the end of the day, you got to figure it out on the game field. I don't think these guys got to figure it out week 1. They'll have it figured out around week 2 to week 3 of the preseason, and then once the regular season hits, we're going to see some outstanding superstars. NFL stands for not for long, but the NFL is the best product in America. YouTube is the best live streaming platform in America. YouTube TV to watch all the NFL games, including Sunday Ticket, is the greatest platform ever. And we believe that y'all be big time live streamers. We believe that you be big time YouTubers. And we believe that you be big time content creators. For members and subscribers of Totem Pole Nation, we will help you achieve your dream. Faith, family, football, and the future of content creation. And our mission is to help others, change lives, and build change. That's what we do
Lambo,
here at Totem Pole Nation.
Lambo, are you playing NFL fantasy football? And if you are, give us.
He froze. He said something about fantasy football. So, yes, I am playing fantasy football. I think we're doing a fantasy football league on Yahoo with Coach Bald. Noah says my cat is in the room and he was watching football on the TV. That is great, Noah. To answer your question about fantasy football. So, when you talk about fantasy football, I am playing fantasy football. The Yahoo fantasy football with Coach Ball. I think Terminator, the Man from Soul, are chirping in to fantasy football. And my favorites in the fantasy football, when you look at it from a perspective, when you go into the draft, you never want to pick a quarterback first because quarterbacks are always going to be there in the first round. I think the most important position when you look at fantasy football is to pick a running back. You want to be able to pick a running back in fantasy football first. So when you're in the first round, you always want to pick a running back. You don't want to pick a quarterback first. You can probably get a quarterback in maybe the second or third round. So if I'm gonna make my first pick at the running back position, I can get Derrick Henry from the Alabama Crimson Tide, former Tennessee Titans. I can get Christian McCaffrey, former Carolina Panther, former Stanford player, now a 49er. There's a lot of good running backs in that fantasy draft. Those are going to be my top 2 picks in fantasy if I were to pick in the first round. And then quarterback-wise, there's a lot of good quarterbacks. You can pick Matthew Stafford. You can pick Patrick Mahomes. You can pick Brock Purdy. You can pick Dak Prescott because Dak Prescott's a great regular season quarterback, but in the playoffs, he ain't gonna do shit for you in the playoffs. And then, of course, from the tight ends position, the best tight ends you want to pick in fantasy, George Kittle or Travis Kelce. The best wide receivers that you want to pick in fantasy, Tyreek Hill, Josh Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and Kendrick Bourne. Noah says, "What do you call stream on? What are you trying to say? What do you call stream on? What do we? Are you asking Noah what do we stream on?
We stream on StreamYard. StreamYard.com.
Yeah, StreamYard.com is what we stream on.
Yes, we stream on StreamYard.
Create a free account, and then you hit record and say whatever.
You don't have to be very smart. Look at us. Look at us. We're the low man on the totem pole, and we were beating the pros until a video was placed on our station, on our channel, by the CIA. So shout out to the NFL. Shout out to our friends at the CIA. We are your friends because we are pro-America. What did you think, Lambo, about the USA Olympic team? The USA Olympic team winning gold with LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and beating Victor Wembanyama. I can't say his name, Wemby, the alien.
I'm not surprised that they won. It's what the journey they went through was very tough. They almost lost this. They almost lost to South Sudan in the exhibition. They lost. They were losing to Serbia by like 17 in the semifinal. They're a very inconsistent team. Now we know that they'll never be the dream team. They'll never be the Michael Jordan, the Larry Bird, the Magic Johnson. Like we'll never have that dream team ever again. And it's definitely not the redeemed team in 2008 or 2012 when you had Melo, Kobe Bryant, James Harden, and all those other guys. It doesn't be that. But when you look at it from perspective from USA basketball, Paris Olympics 2024, this is LeBron's last year. LeBron's not going to be in 2028 in Los Angeles because we're going to be in big trouble, like the man from Soul said, because countries are starting to catch up with us. Serbia is going to catch up. Germany is going to catch up. France is going to be a very good team basketball-wise. And if you want to get into soccer-wise as well, when I look at it from a soccer standpoint, I'm more proud of the women's soccer team getting that gold rather than the men's. And I'm not hating or disrespecting anybody, but it's not a surprise that they won gold. But the USA women's team and U.S. women's soccer, it's very more interesting to me than the NBA than the NBA Olympics or the Paris Olympics 2024. Just because the game of basketball has changed. It's too much jacking threes. It's not enough pick and rolls. You don't feed the big man anymore. So the game of basketball has just it's went downhill, and that's why I don't pay attention to NBA basketball until March. And then I'd rather watch college basketball because they actually play defense. And March Madness is the best product out there in March. It's why they call it March College.
I'm sitting here looking at my screen. Is it blurry?
Yeah, it's blurry. It's blurry.
I wonder why. I don't know why. Maybe because my camera. I don't know.
I think wiping it with the jersey make it a little bit worse.
I'm making it worse by wiping it with my jersey. Yeah, there we go. Yes! Yes! The GOAT, Tom Brady. Let's go. Let's go, Totem Pole. NFL, Kansas City Chiefs. Will they three-peat? Brandon Aiyuk. 49ers. Will he stay with the 49ers? Will he go? What are some of the other headlines, Lambo, that we have on the NFL right now? What are people talking about? Go to the NFL.com. Go to the NFL Twitter. What are people saying about the NFL? Totem Pole Nation loves the NFL.
You know what they're saying? They're delusional. They're delusional, just like somebody else from last night, thinking that the Pittsburgh Steelers are solving their problems with Justin Fields and Russell Wilson at quarterback. But when you look at that schedule, the last 8 games of this schedule, when you look at the Eagles, Chiefs, and all divisional opponents, that schedule ain't easy. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the 3rd toughest schedule in the NFL, or I think one of the hardest, or the 3rd toughest schedule in the NFL. So when you don't have anybody on the offensive line but a rookie center, and you have Najee Harris that you don't know how to use at all, Mike Tomlin doesn't know anything about X's and O's. Last time I checked, he coaches defense, not offense. And you got a new offensive coordinator in Arthur Smith, from former head coach of the Atlanta Falcons and former offensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans under Ryan Tannehill. When you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers in that tough AFC North, and your quarterbacks are Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, are those quarterbacks better than Deshaun Watson when healthy? No. Are those quarterbacks better than Lamar Jackson when healthy? Definitely not. And are those quarterbacks healthy against Joe Burrow? No. So when you're looking at it from a quarterback perspective in the AFC North, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be last in the division. And then their first 2 games in the schedule, you're at Atlanta and then at Denver. How in the world are you making the playoffs? You're at Atlanta and at Denver. And that's all I got to say about that, man. I mean, look, Mike Tomlin is a mediocre coach. Like Troy said, we know that the Pittsburgh Steelers don't fire any of their damn coaches. They only had 3, Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin. Bill Cowher would probably still be the head coach today, but he chose to walk away. After he won that Super Bowl 2005, When they beat the Seattle Seahawks 21-10, they had Jerome Bettis. They had Big Ben in the second year. They beat Matt Hasselbeck and Mike Holmgren for the Seattle Seahawks. He chose to walk away. Like, let's stop. We know that the Steelers are not going to be good. Like the man from Soul says, in order to be good, you got to be bad. Until they become bad, and they keep being 10-7, they keep on being 9-8, they're never going to find a quarterback because it's hard. It's going to be hard to find a quarterback at picks 10 through 20. Noah says, how do I make people join? You send them a link. So you make a studio, you hit the 3 dots, and you'll hit invite guests on StreamYard. Yeah. So you got to make a studio first. Once you make a studio, you hit the little 3 dots on the right side. Once you hit the 3 dots, it was something that says enter studio or invite guests. You'll type in invite guests. It will pop up with a link. You copy the link and you send it to people. That's how you do it. If you want to invite somebody to the show, that's how you do it. But to make people join, you got to make a studio first. So you'll go. Yes.
You're helping others. You are helping others.
I try.
You are living the totem pole mantra.
So to make people join, Noah, like I said, you got to create a live stream. Create a live stream, make a thumbnail, and then people will join. Now, to invite somebody on your show, you'll hit the 3 dots after you make the studio, 3 dots on the left side. You'll hit invite guests, copy the link, and then send it to somebody if you want somebody to co-host with you. But you got to make a studio first before you have people join. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. YouTube helps a lot. YouTube would help you. That's why YouTube's the best live streaming platform of all of America. YouTube would help you. If you don't understand what I'm saying, go to youtube.com and say how to set up a StreamYard.
Yes.
Because we're the low man on the totem pole. We don't.
We can figure it out. We can help you do it too. And we are blessed. We are blessed.
We don't do all that fancy stuff. All that.
No.
We ain't fancy. We
don't need no fancy equipment.
You just
all
press.
we need is our phone and some.
Noah said because I have YouTube now. Well, set up a studio on StreamYard. Go to YouTube and type in how to set up StreamYard, and it will tell you everything. If you don't understand.
Are you trying to live stream, Noah? Are you trying to live stream yourself? Because you could just go YouTube Live. You wouldn't even need StreamYard unless you want to add people to it.
Yeah. You can go live on YouTube.
Just go live on YouTube.
Trust the pattern. Believe in the process.
We are blessed. We are blessed.
Every day.
Yes. The NFL. Because Noah has YouTube now. That is amazing.
Noah says I'm just trying to test stream.
Okay, good.
You can do it on you can also do it on YouTube as well.
Yes.
Practice. When you practice stream, you'll get a lot better.
That's right. We're gonna work. We got a lot of practice we gotta do ourselves. Is there any NFL games on right now? What channel are they coming on?
They don't come on till 1 o'clock. You got the Broncos and the Colts. They don't come on till 1 o'clock. It's only 11:10.
All right, good. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna turn on some NFL channel.
Probably go to NFL Network and watch the pregame show or something.
Yeah. Mr. Beast has a channel on this thing. Wow. Totem Pole Nation. The NFL. I'm telling you, this YouTube is very humbling. Kind of like coaching and playing in the NFL. You win some, you lose some, but you learn to fight another day. Noah, I'm just watching chess campers on NFL Network.
That's the game. That's the game from yesterday. NFL Network replays games from yesterday.
Is that what they're doing?
That's what they do, but until like the actual live games come on, because the Jets and the Commanders played yesterday.
Yes, Toby. Yes, Toby. NFL highlights. The top 100 performances of 2023. They're showing the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. This is on the free NFL network. The NFL Rabbit Ears. David Montgomery. Ben Johnson, offensive coordinator. Detroit Lions. Look at the Detroit Lions pound the football. They are pounding the rock against the Packers.
Sam Hartman looking good right now for the Washington Commanders. Sam
Wow.
Hartman.
Notre Dame.
Wake Forest, too. Wake Forest quarterback. Wake Forest Deacons quarterback. By the way, at the Nashville, Tennessee, we met with the head coach, by the way. Dave Clawson. Yep, we met with Dave Clawson.
What do you think about Raheem Mostert for the Miami Dolphins?
Noah says to stream on YouTube, I have to have 50 subscribers. Then set up on StreamYard. And don't worry about the number of subscribers. You just have to keep streaming. Stop worrying about the outcome when you ain't put in the work yet. What was the question? What was the question?
Raheem Mostert.
Oh.
What do you think about him for the Miami Dolphins?
You mean the Atlanta Falcons? Never mind. Okay, the running back. Okay, my bad. I was like,
or Nico Collins. Nico Collins from the Houston Texans. They're showing him on here.
Raheem Moisture, I think, is a great running back. Last year, he led the league in rushing touchdowns. Great physical running back. By the way, people don't realize that he played with the 49ers. He had that game against the Green Bay Packers where he rushed for like 200-some yards. Nobody talked about that. He rushed about 200-some yards in that playoff game. Jimmy Garoppolo was the quarterback. I don't think anybody remembers that game. I do, though. Raheem Mostert is a great running back. I thought he had the potential to stay with the 49ers, but he's in a great situation right now with the Miami Dolphins and Mike McDaniel and Tua. Like I said, they got a great talent in the offense, but when you lose a defensive coordinator, Vic Fangio, and you got a lot of defensive guys that were hurt from last year, and you can't keep most of what you have. Like I said, Tua's the third highest paid quarterback, but he getting paid, like I said, Tua disappears in damn near January. So the Miami Dolphins are probably not going to be – they're going to be the same they were last year. They're going to be barely 10-7 or 9-8 just because they have shown us that they can't beat teams above 500, and they barely beat the Dallas Cowboys. They can beat all the sorry teams they want on that schedule, but they can't beat the good teams. So until they're able to beat the good teams, I think the Miami Dolphins barely get in the playoffs. I'm talking about barely get in.
I'm watching Jalen Hurts versus the Buffalo Bills. Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields remind me of each other, man.
Why?
Similar body types.
Well, Jalen Hurts
similar type athletes.
Jalen Hurts hasn't proved that he can read a defense. That's what Jalen Hurts has proved to me. He's a great running quarterback, but he doesn't know how to play for the pocket efficiently.
And I'm just watching him right now. It's a lot of quarterback draws. It's a lot of double moves. It's a lot of play action.
But he couldn't read the Bucs defense. All he did was play cover zero the whole entire time. Couldn't read that.
I tell you, I love the Philadelphia Eagles, Kelly Green throwbacks. I love the Houston Oilers uniforms, the Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans,
Throwbacks. I like their throwbacks.
the Tennessee Titans will have a downfall. I just don't think Will Levis is the answer. I don't know. I think the Tennessee Titans draft another quarterback next year. I don't see how.
Again?
Yes, I don't see how Will Levis is going to be successful in the Tennessee Titans. And then you got the AFC South. You got the Colts and the Texans, and you got the Jacksonville Jaguars. I wouldn't be surprised if all three teams are going to be good this year. Jacksonville, Houston, and Indianapolis. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if the Tennessee Titans are last. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't like the Tennessee Titans roster right now. I really don't.
Now
Eagle
they're
Forge,
showing
great. Go ahead.
Now they're showing the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And the guy from earlier, Noah. So this is how you make people join.
Yes. You press the three after you make the studio, you press the three dots. And then
Are you talking about get people to watch you or get people to actually be on the screen with you? Noah Bentley. Come here, Tubby. Welcome to Sports Talk Show Montana Football.
Oh wow, the women's gold medal game is on. It's crazy. I didn't even remember that. Noah says, get people to join on the screen with me. So you gotta, like I said, you gotta make a studio, and then you hit the three dots, and then it will have an option where it says enter studio, invite guests. You'll type invite guests. It's gonna pop up with a link. You copy the link and you send it to people. That's how you invite people. A memorable encounter may happen tonight.
Sweet.
Learn Chinese. Ni hao mong, wang hong hao, xing xing shu.
A memorable account, Toby, may happen tonight. Come here. Oh, you want me to rub your belly? Yes. Get people to join. You text them the link. You text them the link.
Copy the link. You got to copy it too.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yep.
What's the deal with CeeDee Lamb and the Dallas Cowboys and that contract deal and the holdout? What's going on with that, Lambo?
Jerry Jones said he ain't got no urgency to get it done. So what does that tell you? CeeDee Lamb might hold out for week 1, or CeeDee Lamb, might not be a Dallas Cowboy by next year. Let Mondays be a reminder to live each day to the fullest. So CeeDee Lamb will probably no longer be a Dallas Cowboy by next year.
No, not at all. Not at all.
The USA women's gold medal game, they better not lose. I forgot it was even on.
Is it on right now?
There's 3 seconds left in the game. USA is shooting free throws. They're playing France. It's 66-64. I didn't even know it was on. I guess it came on at I guess it came on at 9:30 this morning. It came on at 9:30. Uh-oh.
He's a sweet boy. He's a sweet boy. Toby, you're a sweet boy. Yeah. Toby
Noah
got a
said.
haircut.
Noah says I'm gonna have to make a new Twitch account since I have a phone now. Good. Create content. Don't worry about the results. You need to worry about the
No.
process.
Just focus on the process.
Because you gotta be able to build up a following. So you gotta focus on the process and build up the following. That's what you have to do.
Yes.
Build up your following first, and then
We
go
are
from there.
blessed. We're blessed. We're almost to 1,000 views on this stream, Totem Pole Nation. We love you. We're going to keep grinding it out. I'm looking at the Olympics. I'm looking at Peacock. We can't wait for the NFL. We will be streaming the NFL tonight at 4:30. Noah's got a Twitch. Man. Noah, wow. The fastest guy in the world is from
Your audio. Can't hear you.
Yeah, I was looking at my phone.
Now
I'm
we
sorry.
can.
Hold on.
Now we can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're just going to grind it out, man. We're going to grind it out. We've been down before. We'll be down again. We've been on the top and we've been on the bottom. And we'll be both places again because we are the low man on the totem pole. Look up at those logos, Lambo. There's a team up there that we have not talked much about recently, and that is the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, the Bills Mafia, Sean McDermott, another William and Mary grad, Keon Coleman, Von Miller. Tell me some more about the Buffalo Bills, Lambo.
Well, I'm gonna stick with the same, response that I said earlier. They drafted Keon Coleman, they got Mac Hollins, and it looks like they don't have any wide receivers to throw it to. But when you look at the AFC East, I'm gonna stick with the same prediction. I'm not gonna be like somebody else, and I'm not saying names. I'm gonna keep the same energy. I'm still gonna think the Buffalo Bills win the division. I don't trust the Miami Dolphins, and I like the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, but until you show me something with the offensive line, I can't just automatically put the Jets up there. The Buffalo Bills, they lost Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs went to the Houston Texans, and I think the Houston Texans will be a lot better because you got two great receivers. I think you got Tank Dell and you got Stephon Diggs. But it looks to the Buffalo Bills and Bills Mafia. Josh Allen, a quarterback out of Wyoming. He was on the cover of Madden 19, I think. Yeah, I think it was Madden. 24. That was Antonio Brown, my bad. He was on the cover of EA Sports Electronic Arts Madden NFL 24. Look, Josh Allen's a great quarterback, but he's a turnover-prone quarterback. He turns the ball over a lot. So at the end of the day, I think the Buffalo Bills defense is still elite. I know they lost Tre'Davious White. They lost plenty of guys. They still got Von Miller. But it's not the defense I'm really worried about for the Buffalo Bills. I think it's the offensive weapons they have around them. I think they'll be fine. You got Ken Dorsey as the offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills.
Where's Ken Dorsey, the offensive coordinator?
I don't know where
he got fired. First. I thought Ken Dorsey got fired. Or was the other guy that got fired?
It might be Joe Brady then. It could be Joe Brady. I might be wrong. It could be Joe Brady. Joe Brady's probably offensive coordinator. I forgot he got fired. I totally forgot. But when I look at the Buffalo Bills standpoint, I trust Josh Allen more than I trust Tua. But the window of the Buffalo Bills and the Bills Mafia is closing in on the Super Bowl. The window's done. Last year, they missed a field goal. They missed a couple, drop balls. But like Terminator said last night, coulda, woulda, shoulda. This is a new season, so we'll see what the Buffalo Bills are able to do. They'll make the playoffs, but they're not going to the AFC Championship game. They're not going to beat the Ravens. They're not going to beat the Chargers. They're not going to beat the Bengals. So I think Sean McDermott is on the hot seat a little bit, despite his winning percentage. I think he's 73-48 or something. The Buffalo Bills have been great the last 8 years. But don't be surprised if Bill Belichick's the next head coach of the Buffalo Bills, if he wants revenge on the Patriots, or if he's the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Do not be surprised.
Wow. Bill Belichick. I'm looking down there, and a team we haven't talked much about is the Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith. How do you feel about the Seattle Seahawks, Toby? He ain't got much to say. He wants a treat. I'm hoping he doesn't bite my face. Lambo, how do you feel about Toby and the Seattle Seahawks?
Toby is the great dog. The Seattle Seahawks, new head coach Mac McDonald. He was a defensive coordinator for both Harbaughs, for the Ravens and the University of Michigan Wolverines, who are under suspension. Congratulations to Jim Harbaugh being banned for 4 years, but he ain't going back to college football.
He got banned? So he won a championship and got banned.
Well, he's suspended for like 4 years or something. That's his little
Jamie,
thing.
Hey, little pup. Yes. He's 9, Lambo. He's 9 years old. How old does that make him in dog years? Do you know?
I'm not smart. I'm not going to claim I'm smart.
Yes. 7 years for every year. He's 63 years old.
God damn.
Yes. Yes, I've known him for 4 years, and he has been like a son to me. And he is 9 years old. He is like a 63-year-old old man in dog years. Jamie, thank you very much, Jamie. This is Toby. Toby says hi. Toby said to play this for you. Toby is wanting a treat. He likes treats, and he likes to sleep, and he likes belly rubs. That's what he enjoys. It's the small things in life, Lambo. Would you ever think that he was 63 years old in human years?
No, because I don't claim to be smart. I don't know nothing.
That's okay. The guys that claim to be smart really aren't. He says hi to Jamie. Hey, little pup. The Seattle Seahawks, Lambo. What do you think about the Seattle Seahawks and Geno Smith?
Mac McDonald's the new head coach. I think he's going to bring a lot of energy as a young coach. I think he's one of the second and third youngest head coaches in the NFL. He was under both Harbaugh brothers, both of them at Michigan and the Baltimore Ravens. So when I look at the Seattle Seahawks, I think they will make the playoffs. There's always, when you look at the NFC, there's going to be 3 teams in the NFC West that make the playoffs. It's going to be the Rams, it's going to be the 49ers, and it's going to be the Seattle Seahawks. So it'll be 3 of those teams in the NFC West that make the playoffs. They still got DK Metcalf. They still got Tyler Lockett. Their defense is going to create a lot of energy, and the offense they're going to be just fine. I mean, Geno Smith has resurrected his career, and he's done enough to now. We know that Seattle ain't making no playoff push, but he's done enough to make Seattle relevant even after Russell Wilson's departure.
Pete Carroll. Will Pete Carroll ever coach again?
Never say never, but he messed up by saying that he was going to retire and then he wanted to come back, so he kind of messed up at that point. I'll say never. I don't know what's going on in Pete Carroll's mind because, like I said, we're still waiting if Bill Belichick to return coaching. I think he will return to coaching. So I'm not comparing the situations. I don't want to say never. But for Pete Carroll, it has to be the right situation. He ain't going back to college with all the, I don't know.
The rules.
The rules and NIL stuff is a little bit too much. But it has to be the perfect situation when it comes to Pete Carroll coaching the NFL again. I don't know. We're not going to know what perfect situation is going to be until the coaches get fired after the 2024 NFL season.
Noah, call ready for week 2 of NFL preseason. Coach Bald, what's up, Totem Pole Nation? Do you guys think of J.J. McCarthy's 2-touchdown performance with the Minnesota Vikings? Lambo, what do you think about Michigan's J.J. McCarthy and his 2-touchdown performance with the Minnesota Vikings?
Coach Ball, there ain't nothing much. There's not much to say about this. The reason why I say there's not much to say about this is because there's 2 more preseason games that have to be played. There's 2 more preseason games that have to be played. So his 2 touchdowns and interception, that's nice and all, but I mean it's 1 game. Now I know I've said this months ago that I wish the Patriots would draft J.J. McCarthy, and I think that Joe Milton is a good quarterback.
Our guy, Lambo. Our guy, Savage Incorporated. Gator is in the house.
Gator is in the house.
Coach Ball said, Gator, we're trying to overcome the CIA's infiltration of the Totem Pole Nation YouTube channel. And we're trying to do that through creating NFL content. We're talking about the Minnesota Vikings and Michigan's J.J. McCarthy. Noah, what's up, Gator? Chomp, chomp. Gator, I know you remember Bentley. Bentley is in the house.
Bentley is in the house.
And Jamie says, and Patches, her cat, lived to be 20 and was a big Dallas Cowboys fan, bar none. J.J. McCarthy, the Minnesota Vikings. Is there anyone else on the Minnesota Vikings team other than Justin Jefferson Lambeau?
You got Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is probably going to be the starter. But the Vikings, I mean, like I said, I think Kevin O'Connell is a great young coach. I don't think they have anybody else offensive-wise. I think they still have T.J. Hawkinson, if I'm correct. I think they still have him as the tight end. If not, I might be wrong. I need somebody to look that up. But when it comes to the Vikings, signing Justin Jefferson is smart before the new money comes in or the new TV deals that sink in or whatever it's called. So when I look at it from the Vikings, I mean, they need to run the ball a lot better. And defensively, we'll see how good they are defensively. But I think the Vikings are going to be last in the NFC North. And I'm picking the Green Bay Packers to win the division. I'm picking the Lions to be number 2. And I'm picking the Chicago Bears to be number 3. Gator says, hashtag Totem Pole Nation can't be stopped. Gator said, what's up, chat? Chomp, chomp. Jamie says, I'm a guy. Gator says, Coach Bald with the fist up. Noah says TJ is the Vikings tight end. Okay, so all they have is TJ Hawkinson and Justin Jefferson. That's it. That's all they got. And Sam Darnold's the quarterback, so that kind of proves my point. So I don't know how well they're going to do offensively. I might be missing some key players. I don't know how well they'll do offensively, but their defense, we'll have to figure that out. But like I said, the Minnesota Vikings, they're probably going to be last in the NFC North because you got Green Bay, Detroit, and you got Chicago. But I think Green Bay is going to take home the division title.
I'm looking at Josh Allen now playing against the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are a team that there was a lot of hype around last year, and that may be because of Hard Knocks. But we got Justin Boxing in the house. Justin Boxing, this is for you. Love your nation outfit, buddy. Yes, you nation. Yes, the Miami Hurricanes. Why is there not so much hype, Lambeau, about the Miami Dolphins? Is that because they are not on Hard Knocks this year? Not many people are talking about Tua, Tyreek Hill, Justin Waddle, and the Miami Dolphins. And Mike McDaniel. Is that because of their big letdown in the cold weather against the Chiefs?
Well, Tua is one concussion away from that.
Cristobal. blank. JM, thank you for commenting. But the Miami Hurricanes and their coach, we love the U. We love Miami. Is that why he looks miserable? No. He looks miserable because we're here. And we love it. But we love having you on here. The Miami Dolphins, the Miami Hurricanes. Lambeau, how do you feel about the Miami Dolphins and Miami Hurricanes?
Miami Dolphins, like I said, they can't beat teams above 500. So they beat all the crappy teams, and then until you play competition, you can't beat anybody. So despite them having Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, and Tua, the defense had a lot of injuries. So you lost Vic Fangio. I don't even know who your defensive coordinator is now. I got to look it up. So your defense is going to be a struggle. Your offense is great, but when you play in cold weather, you're going to struggle. So like I said, the Miami Dolphins are barely going to make the playoffs in the AFC, and that's why I have Buffalo winning the division. And the Miami Hurricanes, they got talent. They got Cam Ward. They got two great linebackers, couple great corners. They got a great right guard that's coming back for his 5th year. He could have went to the NFL. The Miami Hurricanes are great, but this is Mario Cristobal's 3rd year. I'm not saying he's going to get fired or pushed out, but can the Miami Hurricanes be successful? Because you got a quarterback now, so you ain't really got no excuse to be no less than 9-3. But you do play Florida week 1, so it's not going to be no cakewalk. It's going to be pretty tough. But we're going to see how good the Miami Hurricanes, and they also got Alex Burrow, the offensive line coach. They're going to be great offensive line. That's not the issue. It's just the stupid stuff they did at the end with not running the ball when you're supposed to need it. His clock management, Mario Cristobal's clock management was god awful. So hopefully he can fix that.
JM, who would you like for the Canes coach to be? Justin Box said, bye, have a good day. JM said, lost Phillips too. JM, is Van Ginkel still there? Elijah Benton said, I'm back. Justin Box said, bye, have a good day. Bye, everyone. Totem Pole Nation, this is for you. Elijah Benton, so glad you're here. Totem Pole Nation, so glad you're here. We're talking about the NFL. We're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. Can they repeat? There's a logo right above Lambeau's head. Last year, going into the season, there wasn't a lot of talk about the Houston Texans. But now that C.J. Stroud and DeMeco Ryans have made the playoffs and won a playoff game, expectations have gone up. JM says, I don't have a suggestion for the coach. I just don't think Cristobal is the answer. Dude, who has been the answer at the U? I mean, they haven't won a national championship since Larry Coker, and that was with Sean Taylor. Like, maybe, how about Uncle Luke? Get Uncle Luke to be the coach. Get Jimmy Johnson to come back. It's all about the U, baby. Noah, I'm going to make a Twitch later, and I tell Call what the name is going to be. That is great. Tell us what the name's going to be. This is for y'all. JM, this is for you. Lambeau, Houston Texans, DeMeco Ryans, C.J. Stroud. Who are some other guys that Totem Pole Nation needs to be aware of on the Houston Texans team when it comes to the NFL fantasy football season, NFL fantasy football, NFL 2024?
Houston Texans, EA Sports, Electronic Arts, NFL 25. Look at Tank Dell, the wide receiver, and then you can look at if you're picking defensive players. I don't know if you want to go Houston Texans defense, because I'd probably rather pick the 49ers defense. But Will Anderson, I think he was a first-round pick out of Alabama. He played with Bryce Young in Alabama as well. So look at, Will Anderson, great linebacker. Look, I like what DeMeco Ryans is building in Houston. You got Nick Caserio as the GM. He was a former New England Patriot. So I guess they found their ways, but like I said, the Houston Texans schedule, I think, is in the top 5 or top 6 toughest schedules in the NFL. So them making the playoffs ain't going to be a cakewalk. But I think people are going to start figuring out C.J. Stroud this year. I think defensive coordinators are going to sit back and actually figure him out. But nobody, like Terminator said, ain't nobody figured out Patrick Mahomes yet. But I think this year, defenses are going to start to figure out C.J. Stroud. They got a whole year. They're going to figure out C.J. Stroud. Now, I don't know if they're going to make no – they're not making no AFC championship game. That ain't damn ain't going to happen. But they might make a playoff push. But making the AFC championship game is a long shot because C.J. Stroud is in the sophomore year. So it's not going to get easier. It's going to get tougher. So we'll see how good C.J. Stroud is. But like I said, there's a lot of Ohio State quarterbacks that have not been successful in the NFL. So let's not hype up C.J. Stroud just yet. And then he sucks the next 2 years. Oh, he's not the answer. So let's be careful what we say about that. Don't hype up C.J. Stroud too much.
Noah, I think I want the name to be on Twitch to be King Bentley. You can do it. Gator, what do you guys think of last night's game? The Seahawks beating the Chargers in the preseason. Jim Harbaugh. The Chargers. What do you think about that?
I appreciate the question. I really do. But it's does one preseason game determine a team? No. It's 3 games in the preseason. This is all about development of the players to me. So whether they beat them, I'm not gonna sit here and say they don't care about winning. I don't want to say that and put it.
The team that wins is the team that don't get nobody injured.
Yeah,
that's the team that wins the preseason.
I was about to go there. It's about that, and it's just about the development of new players. I mean, it's not too much to it. What?
Or cutting them. You're evaluating them.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you're getting rid of guys.
You only got about the cut schedule's a little bit different than what it was. Normally, you have 4 preseason games, but you only got 3, so you don't have a lot of time to evaluate those guys. So there's only 3 preseason games. I mean, I don't think the Seahawks beating the Chargers in the preseason defines anything. I mean, we all care about what happens in the regular season. So, I mean, there's too many. That's why they cut the preseason games. There's too many injuries that happen in training camp for a reason. There's too many.
Gator said, "Oh yeah, about staying healthy for sure."
How many people be tearing the ACL every time in training camp? They tear the ACL, everything.
Didn't Stephon Diggs get hurt last year in the preseason or training camp, or was that early in the season?
That might have been early in the season. No, that might have been in training camp, maybe. But I think he played like all games. Trayvon Diggs got hurt in the training camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, training camp. Yeah, tore your ACL. You just take the wrong thing, take the wrong step, and then you just fall. So yeah, a lot of injuries happen in training camp.
It pops like a rubber band.
Yep.
It just snaps, Toby. It snaps. Jamie, I love Geno Smith. He's my favorite player in the NFL. Geno Smith, I believe, is from Florida. I believe he is from he's from the same place the Highland Springs coach is from. What's the name of that place? It's
IMG?
No, it's it's like north of Miami. I think it's still in Dade County.
Dade County.
It's a high school. It's a high school down there. I can't think of it. Mariner. It's not Mariner. But Geno Smith went to WVU, didn't he?
Yeah, West Virginia.
Yeah, he went to West Virginia.
He went to the Jets. Then he went to the Giants. And then I think he went to Seattle.
Why did Geno Smith get his jaw broke in the Jets locker room? What happened?
Somebody probably wanted revenge.
And somebody just jacked him up.
He probably deserved it too. If you got your jaw broken, he probably deserved it.
Yes.
He definitely deserved it. I mean, Geno Smith has respected his career, but them Jet days was pretty rough.
Yes.
That was pretty rough.
Yes.
The firing of Rex Ryan and Mark Sanchez no longer being there. That was the end. I like that. That was the end, dude. That was he lost that team. I think like after they went to I think it was like after 2011, 2012. Rex Ryan lost that team.
Rex Ryan. That's a name we haven't heard from in a long time. And that makes me think of the logo that is above my head. Pro Football Focus. PFF.
The New York Jets.
The New York Jets, number 5 offensive line in the NFL going into the 2024 season. Lambo, who should people be looking at for their NFL fantasy teams from the New York Giants? Or New York Jets. I'm sorry, not Giants. The Jets. We can't forget about the Jets.
You got comments. You comments first.
Comments. What comments do we have?
Right
I
there.
start school this week, Noah. Noah said, but I'm ready for we and football. Amen, Noah.
Answer to your question. Aaron Rodgers is a good fantasy pick to watch out for. You got Mike Williams, somebody to watch out for. If healthy, he did come off an injury as well. I think he came off an ACL injury. You got Garrett Wilson. You watch out for. You got Breece Hall. You got the Jets defense is great on fantasy. You can put the Jets defense on fantasy. You got Jermaine Johnson, former JUCO guy at Independence, and I think he used to play for Georgia as well. And then you got Quentin Williams. You got Sauce Gardner out of Cincinnati. You got a lot of guys. I would pick the Jets defense on fantasy. Quarterback, I'm picking Aaron Rodgers. Wide receiver, I can go Garrett Wilson or Mike Williams, and then I can go Breece. I can go Breece Hall at the running back spot, but I'd rather pick Christian McCaffrey or Derrick Henry.
Noah said I meant WWE. The Carolina Panthers. Will they be any better this year? Bryce Young, Alabama. I'm just looking at the Carolina Panthers logo. And I'm thinking about the Carolina Panthers. I like that receiver from South Carolina that was selected by the Carolina Panthers. How do you feel about the Carolina Panthers, Lambo?
Xavier Legette. I think he's a great wide receiver out of South Carolina, Shane Beamer. Look, Carolina Panthers hadn't even made it to the Super Bowl since Jake Delhomme was the quarterback and since John Fox was the head coach. That's the last time they were relevant. Now, Cam Newton, they made the Super Bowl with Cam Newton too. Okay, I just said they made the Super Bowl with Cam Newton, but he should have dove for the ball. But like Terminator says, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Cam Newton, they had a great one with Cam Newton, but the team was just getting old. Cam Newton was having a lot of shoulder problems. He played through it, and he just messed it up for himself by playing shoulder injuries. Will they get better this year? Give the Carolina Panthers 2 more years, and then they'll be decent. So give the Carolina Panthers 2 more years. You still got a young Bryce Young. They need to have culture. Their general manager, I forgot what his name is. I know his name, but he's just a prick. He fires coaches too quickly. So hopefully you give Dave Canales like 3-4 years and let him build the roster. Because like I said, the offensive line is not good. They trade away Brian Burns to the Giants. Adam Thielen is an older receiver. So the Carolina Panthers got a lot they got to work on. And then you just fired Frank Wright after 11 games. So David Temper. Thank you. That popped up in my head. David Temper, the GM of the Carolina Panthers, if he doesn't get greedy and fires coaches too early, I think you give it about 2 more years until the Carolina Panthers become relevant. Is Dave Canales a good hire? We'll figure that out. I mean, he did great with Baker Mayfield, but we keep forgetting that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't have no damn run game. So we'll see how good he can do with Bryce Young.
Noah, the USA women's basketball team won gold by 1 point. USA. Jamie, the last time the Panthers were really good is when Kerry Collins was the quarterback. Wow. They made the Super Bowl
with
with
Jake alone.
and they made the Super Bowl with Cam Newton.
Kerry Collins was on the. I thought Kerry Collins was on the Titans.
He was the first quarterback for them.
Oh Lord, I was. Troy knows that.
I believe. Oh, I don't
know nothing
remember.
about that.
I don't remember, man. That was a long time ago. Total
But you
Pole
go-
Nation, what time? We love y'all. We will be back later today.